Good morning, and here we are, day 3 of the new yellow discus in the main tank, and we'll have a look at his fin condition. As expected, it's almost completely sewn shut. You almost can't even tell it was there. Now, when he came home, that fin was split in the middle, halfway up. He's been here 4 days. He spent somewhere between 16 and 20 hours in isolation being treated. And then I made a judgment call and we moved him into the main tank because he was being stressed out because he was alone and he could see the other discus through the glass, and he just desperately wanted to be with them. And you got to remember, this guy's come out of a tank that probably had like 300 discus in it at a breeder, and then he was plopped in an airplane and sent to my city, and probably plopped in a few tanks along the way. So he's had a rough week, at least a rough week, and so he's doing good. Those fins are nice and clear. They were milky after a day in the treatment. In the 70-gallon, they had gotten very milky, and another reason I moved him in here, because this tank has heavy UV, which means the bio load is being dealt with in the water column, and that will help something like a fin problem heal a lot quicker. The fact that he's healed up in the expected time also tells me that this fish is not sick. If he was fighting something like an internal parasite, that fin problem would have went the other direction. He would have probably developed something like fin rot because his immune system was taxed. He would not have been able to recover in the 2-3 day time frame that he has. So that was a serious fin split. He also had damage on one of his side fins, but you can't even tell it was there now. And that was just bag damage from, getting jostled around. You can see he's still nibbling on he or she is still nibbling on algae, which is, again, a great sign. Problem now is this fish would have been fed likely a very unique diet, probably some form of a food beef heart mix or something. It could have been brine shrimp, which I don't have. I should go get some. I think I'll go get some later today and just try that out. It could have been krill, which I don't have, which I don't want to use. I doubt it was krill though, because this is a yellow fish, and krill would be not what you feed a yellow discus. So he doesn't know what my food is. When he sees the other fish rush to feed, he rushes to feed with them, and then he doesn't know what the food is, and he's like, what's going on? And he looks at it and he thinks about it, but he doesn't eat it because it's not what he's used to. Discus are very finicky eaters, and they don't really like to switch up their diets. So I will have this battle with him now, trying to get him to eat. The good news is he's watching the other discus eat, and he will kind of learn through watching them, and hopefully that gets him eating quickly. Aside from allergy, though, he's not eaten any of my food yet. This is natural. It's happened with almost every fish I brought home. These stecklers, though, the guy who raised them did such a great job. They were actually into pellet. Half of them were into eating my food immediately, but I still had problems with some of them because it was still different for they're like people. They all have different strengths and weaknesses, but this one looks like he was eating well. Looks like he likes his food, and yeah. Some spots on my glass. I have to get rid of some green spot algae on my glass coming in. Sorry about that. We'll have to do a glass cleaning. But we're going to be letting the algae go probably for about a week, and I'm going to try not to put my hands in the tank because I want to keep his stress down. I did a water change yesterday, and he hid for a while because that's just, there's enough going on, you know. So, but yeah, he's doing well. He's up front. He's not hiding. He's grazing. He's looking for food. He just doesn't know anything but algae right now, so he's eating what he knows, and that's fine. Hunger will make him experiment. He'll find a scrap of my beef heart on a log and eat it and realize it's tasty. It's kind of how it works. He's got to learn the new food, but it's a little stressful. If he doesn't eat for more than 2 or 3 weeks, that's when he'll get weak and start to get sick. But they can last that long without eating. So if it goes much past that, then we're going to get into some health issues. But I will do my best, and again, based on his health, I think we're going to be okay. It's just a matter of time right now, and that's what happens when you buy supply chain discus. They don't tell you what they were eating at the breeder, and if you can't exactly mimic his diet, he's going to be reluctant to eat it for a little while. So, but that's thankfully the only challenge I have to face so far, and he's in really good shape and doing very well for just being here a few days. So that's where we are with the new guy. We'll just zoom out. We'll have a look at the other fish real quickly. Everybody just had their breakfast. And he's content. He's like central tank. No one's bugging him. This big guy over here has been chasing her away from... He likes to feel like he's the boss of this side of the tank. And he doesn't want that new yellowfish over there. She likes to go zooming around in those plants, but he chases her away when she goes there. So she's getting a little bit of getting bossed around. You see, he's down by her right now. We'll see what he does. He's the only one that's really giving her any sort of hard time. But I guess it's because he figures this area over here is his turf. He lets the snake skins hang out over there, though. He likes those. But if that continues, what I'll do is I'll just move all my decor around, and that breaks up the whole territorial claim because it changes the look of the tank, and then he'll stop doing that. But for now, I'm going to let them work it out, and she's found that staying here is not getting her any beefs from him, so he keeps an eye on her, though. But generally, everything's peaceful. It's minor bantering I'm talking about. It's not like dangerous aggression. It's normal discus stuff. He's bigger. He's going to boss the smaller ones around a little. That's just how it works. So, but there are plenty of small discus in my tank doing just fine, and the new one will do fine as well. Oh, that's where we're at for today. And it's Christmas Eve. And I hope you and yours have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas.